Hello, my name is Linda Perry. I am a class member of Education 605. I am a former special ed teacher who entered teaching after watching my own children struggle with the politics of school, the outlook of one size fits all. The following is my philosophy of education. Overall, I choose not to be boxed into one of the philosophies, but to make individual choices. Several philosophies have points of interest. By definition, this means I am closest to existentialism due to my individualistic outlook, a personal outlook since my college days years ago. Students are valuable as individuals and worthy of respect, regardless of their cultural background or differences. Privacy and democratic methods enhance respect. Regarding curriculum, it should be student-centered and include the humanities and social studies. However, I feel that math and science are important ways to understand the Earth system in which we live. Additionally, without teaching some rules, humans would not reach mutual respect for each other, but live for survival of the fittest, be governed by anarchy. Historically, the culture around the child provided these rules. Today, students and teachers need to discuss character and moral responsibility. We unfortunately have teachers who have lost sight of their responsibility. During the past 2 years, news stories have highlighted teachers who have mentally or physically abused students. For example, the coach at Penn State and several teachers in the Los Angeles School District. In the areas of math, science, critical thinking, and character training, I would support perennialism while not agreeing that time on task and orderliness are always best for class management. During lab time, for example, we explore and get messy, and if a discussion or event provides a teachable moment, we continue down the new path. I also agree with behaviorism for teaching some individuals. Computer-assisted instruction allows one teacher to tailor lessons for students with special needs or little reading ability. Well-written programs use reinforcements to student responses and fit into the current use of electronics, which so many students already understand. The reading programs Accelerated Reader and Read 180 are examples I have observed. Next, there is a practical use for behavioral techniques, which may improve communication skills for students diagnosed on the autism spectrum. In addition, severely handicapped could be able to learn responses that appear to enrich lives, such as selecting a favorite food, communicating with pictures, or just producing a big smile. I agree with essentialism in teaching basics for literacy. An explicit method of teaching, including short lecture, modeling, and scaffolding, is needed by many students, especially if they are learning English or dealing with a disability. This also provides a starting point for students to use the more progressive methods of cooperative learning, activities, and problem solving. I agree teachers should be skilled communicators and be intellectual. Performance-based tests are useful for knowing what to reteach. I disagree with the value of standardized tests as a one-time way to evaluate students, especially when the stakes are so high. Students may explain orally, create a project or series of pictures, or write a letter to demonstrate knowledge. Did you as a student always do your best on a test? Teaching to the test is not going to meet the needs of all students either. Subjective testing for cultural diversity might be one-on-one testing, where questions in the teacher manual are changed based on student understanding of that question. For grading purposes, a range of student output needs to be included. For those with memory issues, and sooner or later we may experience this, ways of problem solving, such as using responsible websites, spell checkers, math fact charts, or finding the right knowledgeable person, are ways to be literate and participate in the community. If I can't remember, I have learned ways to find out. Today's schools cover many subjects, and the data within changes over time. A multi-formatted exit test of problem solving might better serve students whether or not they are college bound. Then if you did not pass state tests, you have another way to graduate. Solving problems in an ethical manner is the mark of a successful person or a society, in my opinion. Therefore, education must include problem-solving techniques and ethics. The problems created by law-bending investment advisors and home loan marketers point out the need for ethics training. I agree with critical theories if it leads to bettering the human condition. My outlook is optimistic. I see the glass half full rather than half empty. My emphasis is on the individual and their potential. Does this create a problem for interaction with a culture who values family or village over the individual? If the group is full of individuals who respect each other, then the group will also look for ethical problem solutions. In summary, my existential philosophy is mixed with practical methods for translating this philosophy into action by teaching to support mutual respect among the diverse persons who live on our planet. Thanks for listening.